marriage was also a sham of 15 years because he cheated the whole time. So was this new supply getting a prize? I'm sure at the time she felt like it. By the time her child was about 2.5, they got married. And I'm sure that the first wife was feeling nothing but totally burned. Totally burned. But looking back in, I bet that first wife right now realizes how the continual betrayal that finally came alive, came to show in the way of a pregnancy, that it was the best thing that could have happened for her, so that her eyes were opened to this irrefutable human being that was created while she was married to him with someone else. She got out. I bet she wishes it had happened years earlier so that it could have saved her some time. But the new supply gets so much jealousy, and it's so unwarranted. They're not winning anything. Not a darn thing with these narcissists. But I bet when it happened, when it unfolded, I can't imagine how that first wife felt. How crushed she was. Even if she had a feeling things were going awry and going on and whatever for the entire 15 years. A baby shows up. Baby. I'm not pregnant. You got someone pregnant? We're not pregnant. You are with someone else? Whew! So I bet for a millisecond or more, that first wife grappled with such emotion and jealousy and hatred over that new supply and anger at him and all of this. Well, guess what? They both messed up. The new supply and the narcissist, because she ended up in a world of trouble with the narcissist just like the first wife was. But in the beginning, right? In the beginning, let's get married and I'll live with you and we'll move here and we'll have a house and we'll look happy. And maybe the first wife was bothered for a little bit. Maybe the first wife was jealous for a little bit. But I bet now she's going, of course they broke up. Also, of course he faltered also with her. Of course he's out there flitting about the world at age, what is he now, 63, with no anchor. Of course he's blown up not one, but 2 families. And don't tell me you don't think those sons catch on and know the history. They can do math. They can add. They can look at the dates of things, how old their youngest half-brother is. You don't think they can figure that out, what they did to their mother, what he did to their mother? Come on. Of course. So is the new supply a position of that you should be jealous? Absolutely not. And not just because they will have the same thing done to them, but because you're out. And in my opinion, you are in a better position than they are. And no, I don't wish that they have all of that coming to them. It's a reality, though, that they do have all of that negative coming to them if they've got involved with a narcissist, yours or anybody else's. They have a pattern of behavior that they have to implore upon people to feel alive, to feel important, to feel magnanimous, to feel grandiose, to make them answer any appetite or craving that they're getting. And that is not a place that you should worry about, is being jealous about the new supply. And I know what you're thinking right now. You can't shake it. I know. But I have to say, even when Boca happened, I wasn't jealous. That didn't happen to me. Jealousy did not happen to me. I kept it at being so unnerved by the path of how it unfolded. I kept it at, wow, you really are a snake. But I wasn't that surprised either. So that created a disappointment in myself. Because if you're not that surprised when you do find something out, like I bet that first wife wasn't that surprised when a baby turned up. It's just a matter of time. If you keep doing that to your first wife and you keep cheating, that's just percentages. That's odds of happening increase. I bet she wasn't that surprised. And I hope she wasn't jealous. And I hope she didn't go through that. But I can't imagine how she wouldn't have been. You know, you get like, what do they have that I don't have? Nothing! They were just the next in line. It's not about them versus you. Well, I don't know. He married somebody 20 years younger and she's a lot prettier than me. Hey, please. There's more to an essence of a person, and I think we all know that at this point. You have a history with someone, you're building a family. What someone looks like should not factor into any equation. And if you're with somebody that shallow, that after 15 years, I'm using them as an example in this example, shame on them. And that shallowness will follow them forever. And everybody gets older, so they're going to keep switching people out. I knew somebody that was married 5 times. Narcissist. This was about 20 years ago I knew this person. He was on his 5th marriage. I don't know what it's up to now, but he was probably my age at that time. So you just keep trying it. You want to stay with a young person because they were all younger. Guess what? They all get older. So you're going to be the pathetic 74-year-old trying to date a 30-year-old? Again, nothing to be jealous about. I want you to really try to think of it in a different way and realize that that new supply has so much negative already going for them. Especially if, like the second wife, they gut the guy in a sneaky, manipulative manner on their part. She knew he was married. So she kind of got what was coming to her when the next 15 years of his second marriage was the same as the first. She thought it would be different. You know, they love bomb you into thinking that. Oh, it'll be different with you. I was like that with her, but I wasn't in love, but I'm in love with you. That's what they'll say. That's what mine said. I've never been in love in my whole life. I only did that because I was in the habit of doing that. I've been doing that for 40 years. But I love you. I want to learn not to do that. I want to learn to just be with you. I don't need anyone but you. I love you. I've never been in love in my life. In my life, I've never been in love. How thick is that? And that was constant. Do not be jealous of the new supply, please. It is nothing but a place of worry for them for the rest of their time with the bloody narcissist. Just wanted to mention it. New people especially, please try to temper that and do not allow yourself to get all wrapped up in that. Think about the prize that they won. That's the prize? That's the prize. Let them have the prize. You don't want that. You don't want that. But Renee, I do. No, you don't. You don't. You don't. I just want to mention it. Try to give it a different angle of thought. And maybe you can come out ahead and not be so devastated at that angle of it. They'll always land with someone. They can't be alone. So it has nothing to do with the person. So stop thinking they're better than you. They're this. No. Pardon me. Stop. That's not at all what it is. It was just their cycle that dictated their behavior. Had nothing to do with you, really. You know what I mean? Has to do with their dysfunction. Go ahead and hit sub, like, and share. And I really do thank you for watching.